you a story about one of my co-workers back at Living Proof. Her name is Evangeline, and I am absolutely nuts about her. She is from New Orleans. She was my prize out of the disaster Katrina. It caused her to move into the Houston area, and we got her at Living Proof. And you talk about a mighty woman of valor. The woman has got the Spirit on her. She can pray the heavens down all over you. She comes from a family of 9 natural born, all from the same 2 parents, 9 brothers and sisters. These are 2 parents who had 10 kids. So I just want you to picture this large generation after generation Catholic family. I understand so much of that. My husband's family, that is their background, his parents. So I get her in so many ways. And so this was her background, steeped in it, went to Catholic schools. This is what they knew. When she was 5 years old, she was hit by a motorcycle and dragged by it. Like 100 feet. I'm not sure exactly the distance, but you can imagine the injuries. I mean, they thought it had killed her. And what happened out of that is that because she hit her head so violently, it caused, from that very early age, it caused Evangeline to have all manner of seizure. She had all sorts of learning disabilities and difficulties. She had a lot of trouble with her reading and writing, and they tried everything. These are loving parents, a good, loving family. And I mean, they just did whatever they could do. Doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor. And they were with her, you know, in her homework, after school, just getting her tutoring, whatever they could do to just help her understand what she was reading and writing. This is a brilliant person, but I had truly put disabilities upon her that she had not been born with. And so they were just at their wits' end because she was suffering from it. She was suffering in school. Any of you that have been in that kind of situation where you looked around you and you felt like you could not keep up with everyone, a darling young woman, it was very, very hard for her. And you can imagine how her mother felt. I mean, listen, your mother not only feels it for you, but I mean with you in there, and just grieving over anything that affects you. And so this was the case. So years pass, and she at this point is a 20-year-old, and they've just been with her all along, loved her so much, tried everything, and she's coming along, graduated from high school, but is doing everything the hard way. And so she's gone now 15 solid years, and it's been great difficulty. And her mother comes to her, this good Catholic mom, and says to her, well, there is a man coming to town. And some people say that he can heal. And she said this to her, I love this. What do we have to lose? She said, why not? So Evangeline was like, let's go. And so they went, and there was a lot of hand waving and all, but nothing completely dramatic happened to Evangeline there, except that, somebody stay with me here, faith was born that day. And over time, it's the oddest thing, because she looks back at it now and she says, you know, I did not get a dramatic day and night, boom, it was over, all had been restored. But she said, I had the beginning to my healing that day. She said, I began having breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. Listen to me carefully, because her family did not even believe in that. And it is what God used. Now listen, that's why I'm hoping somebody's going to hang with me for 5 more minutes here so that I make this really clear. If you just heard from me that the way you need to get your healing is that you need to go to a faith healing service of some kind, then you misunderstood me. What I am saying today is do what God tells you to do. As long as it is congruent with the scriptures, he will never work contrary to his word. But what I am telling you is this: for many of us, we are too prejudiced to heal. because we have already decided how healing can look and how it's not going to look, how we will receive our healing and how we are not going to receive our healing, and we decide we are too good for that kind of healing. What if we got over our prejudices? And because that is exactly what is in play with Naaman. He's going, if I'm going to dip in a river, I promise you, it's going to be my own river. It's not going to be your rivers. I'll go dip in my own rivers. What is that? Prejudice. We're better than you. I don't even believe in that. I'm not doing it because it just seems absolutely ridiculous. What if to a Pentecostal, they didn't want to take a sound word from a Presbyterian? What if God had placed upon a Presbyterian woman's heart what she believed God was really saying about a journey to that woman's healing or that man's healing? But no, I'm a Pentecostal. I'm not taking a word from a Presbyterian. And here we go, because we got all our camps. And God forbid that they would ever blend in together.